So join me next week for perennial culinary herbs. So here we are with lemongrass. It's great in Thai cooking. You can also make a tea with it. So you can use the tops of the leaves like this if you want to make tea. You just pour boiling water on that or boil the leaves. And then you can also harvest the base of these stems too. So this is the part you will traditionally see in a store. So you can slice this up. It's great in Thai soup or other dishes. You can also just replant this. So you can just plant that in the ground and you've got lemongrass. Really easy to grow. Grows for several years. It can also be used for a mulch crop. You can see some of this has been cut back here and used for mulch and then allowed to regrow. It's also good for a border, kind of to keep the grass from growing into the garden beds. Well, this is culantro. It tastes similar to cilantro, but cilantro here goes to flower, goes to seed really quickly and dies. So you constantly have to replant it. It's hard to keep yourself in cilantro here in the tropics. So this tastes identical to cilantro. You just want to keep picking these seed heads off so it produces more leaves. Then you can divide this up and have a constant source of cilantro for all your cooking needs. So here we have some green onions. So these would just harvest individual leaves instead of harvesting the whole thing. And you can just keep harvesting leaves for a really long time, up to years. Here we've got some basil. I'm not sure the specific name of this variety of basil, but this one doesn't go to seed. And we can propagate this from cuttings. You can just make a cutting, plant that in the ground. Really nice basil. And then this is African blue basil. This one flowers a lot, but you don't have to cut the flowers off and it'll still just keep growing. It grows into a really large bush, very easy to grow. Where most basils, they'll flower and then they'll die. So you constantly have to clip all the flowers off or your basil plant will die and then you have to start over again from scratch from a cutting or from a seed. So by having these plants that grow for many, many years, it's just less work for us. We can spend more of our time harvesting and eating and less of our time planting in the garden. So this is bronze fennel. This is just a baby, it's just getting going. But this will live for many, many years. You just harvest the leaves. This isn't a bulbing fennel. It's just a leaf fennel, but it still gives that fennel flavor. You can add into salads or any dishes you want. So I hope to see you this Saturday for our class on perennial culinary herbs.